Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine for no reason, or heard a whisper when no one was there? Deep in the woods of Vinton County, Ohio, lies a place where such feelings are commonplace, a place shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of the paranormal. This is the story of the Moonville Tunnel. Cut to historical black and white photos of the old town of Moonville and the railroad. To understand the ghost of Moonville, we first have to understand Moonville itself. It wasn't a big town, not by a long shot. Back in the mid-1800s, it was a small coal mining community, tucked away in the isolated, rolling hills of southeastern Ohio. Life here was tough, built around the Marietta and Cincinnati Railroad that sliced right through the landscape. This railroad was the town's lifeline, but it was also its curse. And at the heart of it all was the tunnel, a dark, arched passageway carved through the unforgiving earth. Transition to footage of the tunnel's entrance today. Looking dark and foreboding, the town of Moonville is long gone. The houses, the school, the saloon all reclaimed by nature. But the tunnel remains. It stands as a lonely monument to a forgotten era, and if you believe the legends, a permanent home for the spirits who never left. So, who are these ghosts? The most famous is known simply as the brakeman. The story goes that one fateful night, a brakeman was walking the top of a moving train. As they often did back then, a slip, a fall, and his life was tragically cut short on the tracks just outside the tunnel. Some versions of the tale say it was a head-on collision between the trains that claimed his life. Whatever the cause, people say his spirit is still on duty. Show shots from inside the tunnel, using a flashlight beam to pierce the darkness. For decades, visitors and paranormal investigators have reported seeing a swinging lantern in the pitch black darkness of the tunnel. It moves back and forth, a phantom light with no visible source, as if the brakeman is still carrying out his final task, forever searching for something lost in the night. They hear his footsteps crunching on the gravel, echoing in the confined space, a constant, eerie patrol. Sometimes, a full-body apparition is seen, a shadowy figure in old-fashioned railroad attire, standing at the tunnel's entrance before vanishing into thin air. Show a map or graphic illustrating the location of the former town and railroad line, but the brakeman isn't the only spirit said to haunt this place. Another well-known ghost is that of a young woman. Her story is particularly heartbreaking. Legend says she was walking home along the tracks when she was struck and killed by a passing train. Now, her spirit is seen wandering near the tunnel, often described as wearing a white or lavender dress. People have reported hearing a woman's faint cries carried on the wind, and have captured EVP's electronic voice phenomena of a soft female voice, whispering from the shadows. Some say she's looking for her way home, a journey she never got to finish. Show some found footage style shots or recreations of paranormal investigations, thermal cameras, EVP recorders, then there's the bully. The story of this ghost is darker. As the tale is told, he was a miner who, after a night of heavy drinking in Moonville Saloon, decided to wait in the tunnel to ambush and scare an engineer he had a grudge against. He stood in the middle of the tracks, intending to jump out at the last second, but he misjudged the train's speed. He was struck and killed instantly. His aggressive spirit is said to linger, a malevolent presence. Visitors have reported being shoved, feeling an unseen force push them, and hearing guttural growls echo from the tunnel's depths. He's a reminder that not all spirits who remain are peaceful. Think about the sheer number of tragedies this small stretch of track witnessed. The railroad was dangerous. There were accidents, derailments, and countless individuals who used the tracks as a shortcut, underestimating the speed of the trains that thundered through these hills. It's said that dozens of lives were lost in or near the tunnel over the years, each one a potential source for the paranormal activity that permeates the area. Drones shot pulling away from the tunnel, showing its isolation in the woods. The tunnel itself adds to the chilling atmosphere. It's nearly 300 feet long, and even on the brightest day, the middle is shrouded in darkness. When you stand inside, the temperature drops noticeably. The acoustics are strange, every sound is amplified, every whisper, every footstep. Your own breath can sound like someone else is standing right behind you. It's a place that plays tricks on your senses, blurring the line between what's real and what's imagined. Interview-style shot, talking directly to the camera. Now, of course, there are skeptics. They'll tell you the swinging light is just headlights from the nearby road reflecting off moisture in the tunnel. They'll say the footsteps are falling rocks or animals scurrying in the underbrush, and the feeling of being pushed, just a sudden gust of wind. And maybe they're right. Maybe it's all just our imaginations running wild in a spooky, isolated place with a tragic history. Show more footage of the tunnel, maybe with some light orbs or dust particles floating in the air that look spooky. But what about the photographs? Over the years, countless visitors have captured strange anomalies in their pictures. Shadow figures lurking in the background, unexplained mists, orbs of light floating in the air. Are they all just dust particles and tricks of the light? What about the EVPs, the disembodied voices captured on digital recorders, answering direct questions asked by investigators in an empty tunnel? Can we explain all of that away? One of the most compelling things about Moonville is the consistency of the reports, spanning over a century. Long before it was a paranormal hotspot on the internet, locals were telling stories of the ghostly lantern and the figures seen walking the tracks. These weren't ghost hunters looking for evidence. They were just ordinary people who happened to witness something they couldn't explain. Walk slowly towards the tunnel entrance during the narration. Walking this path today, you can feel the weight of history. You're walking on the same ground where a town once buzzed with life, where miners walked home covered in coal dust, and where children played. And you're walking the same path where so many lives were tragically ended. The air here feels heavy, thick with memories and stories. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there is an undeniable energy at the Moonville Tunnel. It's a place that demands respect, a place that makes you feel like you are not alone, even when you're the only living person for miles. So, what do you think? Is the Moonville Tunnel a gateway to the other side, a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world is thin? Or is it simply an old, abandoned railroad tunnel with a collection of spooky stories attached to it? Perhaps the only way to truly know is to visit for yourself, to stand at the mouth of that dark passage as dusk falls and listen. Listen for the crunch of gravel, the faint cry on the wind, or the distant whistle of a ghost train that still rides the rails through the haunted hills of Vinton County. Thanks for joining me on this journey into one of Ohio's most haunted locations. If you've ever been to the Moonville Tunnel or had a paranormal experience of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the world's most mysterious places. Stay curious and see you next time.